She's been somebody that you have to contend with. The girls know who she is. She's a pretty accomplished player outside of high school golf, but this year was the one year that she finally kind of got over, so it was kind of nice to see.
Prior to high school, Mikah McDonnell of Webster Thomas was a pretty good athlete, blissfully unaware of how good a golfer she'd become. A three-sport athlete along with softball and bowling, who was about to discover her passion.
When I was younger, my uncle played and he really got me into it. So I went to some camps, I got some clubs, and I played in a couple tournaments, and I realized that this was really the sport for me, and I really enjoyed it.
And a star was born. Golf's now a large part of McDonnell's life. She's coached by Joe Lasardi at Locust Hill at least twice per week. Lasardi's roster of students include Gavin Hall and Will Thompson, two of the most promising boy golfers Section 5 has produced the last few years. She's played on the Summer Tour, prestigious events which include an invitation as among the youngest to compete for the Porter Cup. Mikah served notice last year when she finished 10th in the state high school golf championships. That was the highest among Section 5 participants. She capped that performance this fall by winning both the Tournament of Champions and the sectional title in an ongoing rivalry with Pittsford's Lena Kaufman.
Yeah, we definitely went back and forth, and we definitely played off of each other throughout the whole season, and we definitely did it during sectionals too. But, I mean, I enjoy playing with her, and that's really all that matters, so.
She's gotten stronger as she's gotten older, but it's more the mental thing that she kind of focused on this year. She's very hard on herself. She's self-driven, and she wants to be the best, and she always wants to win. And, that can kind of get in the way a little bit once in a while. So she really focused on treating herself kindly and speaking to herself kindly and having good words after maybe a bad hole.
Golf is unique in that competitive emotions and adrenaline bursts that serve other pursuits well are discouraged upon traits on the course. McDonnell's attempting to accomplish at age 16 what most of us fail to, regardless of our age.
It's definitely a challenge. I know that I'll get better at it as soon as I get older and experience more tournaments and stuff, but I'm just trying to really be the best I can right now.
It's a matter of it has to come subconsciously, but you have to be conscious of it.
Yes.
It's like this internal battle, isn't it?
Well, I actually have little reminders on myself. Personally, I have a bracelet that I wear that says "Speak to yourself kindly." So if I look down and I see that, it really reminds me to focus on my attitude and how I speak to myself.
There you go.
Just a little too much.
All right.
Section 5 is one of only two in the state that offers girls golf as a fall sport. As such, the state championships aren't held until spring. That leaves Mikah and her peers 8 months to prepare. More than you might like.
It's definitely hard because you're really not playing as much as you normally would coming off of your season, but I tend to play in other tournaments outside of my season, so I'll play in the winter down south just so I can just maintain my level of ability.
McDonnell is just a junior. When college becomes the issue, Mikah will move south.
I just want to be working on my game as much as I possibly can and get the real terrain, not hitting off of turf, but I prefer hitting off of grass when I can. So if the weather's good, I'll come out here. So it's just a personal preference, really. But if I could play up here all year round, I probably would stay closer here.
And from there?
I'm not really jumping too far ahead to professional career. I'm just trying to focus on finishing out my high school season and potentially playing in college and working on my college career just so I can really develop that. And then if the opportunity comes, I'll definitely try to play professionally, but I'm not really too concerned about it right now.